Rotary. I'm going to just try this tooth in reciprocation mode just to see how well we get on. And again, the protocol for this is pretty much the same. We're going to explore the coronal third with a size 10K file. We're then going to use the orifice opener. It's a size 20 10 taper. This is again to open up and reposition the canal orifice. All of the file systems are using the same setting for the reciprocation, and the counterclockwise angle is 170 degrees and the clockwise angle is 50 degrees and the speed is 350. This is why it's important that you have an open source endodontic motor. So same again, we've opened up the canal orifice and now we're exploring the apical third with the size 10K file. Lots of irrigation. Using the size 15 glide path file, again, works pretty well in reciprocation. And using the size 10 file for recapitulation, keeping that canal space patent. Now it's really important to note that this tooth is not exactly the same as the last one. It looks the same, but the apical constriction is much wider. So just something to bear when we're doing this demonstration. So again, using a size 15 glide file just to explore and shape up to the apical third or the apical constriction. Lots of irrigation. Size 10 file recapitulation. More irrigation. And now we're using a size 20 finishing file. And there's something that I noticed with reciprocation which was slightly different to the rotary mode, is the build-up of debris in the apical third was much more. And obviously recapitulation with the size 10 file was much difficult, and I was also extruding a little bit of the debris past the apex, which is obviously something that's associated with post-operative pain. So that's something to bear in mind when you're using this in reciprocation mode. Again, this is me really struggling to remove the debris from the apical third. More irrigation. And back to using the size 20 finishing file. Again, slightly struggling to remove the debris. And because the size 20 file went quite easily to length, I'm going to go up with a size 25 file. Again, significant debris at the apical third and a little bit of extrusion. Using a paper point to dry the canal space. Cone fit check with the bioceramic impregnated GP cones. Looks like a nice fit. And again, like with the rotary, we're going to use the one fill bioceramic sealer. And again, for cost effectiveness, what we do here is we squirt a little bit of the bioceramic into the tip, and then we dip the GP cone into this, and we always do a double dip. The first dip is just to coat the walls, and the second dip is to make sure all the bioceramic sealer is pushed to length. And you'll notice on this case, we have quite a significant extrusion of bioceramic sealer. But there's an argument to say that this type of extrusion actually isn't a major issue, and some people would argue that is associated with quicker healing. I'm not too sure about the evidence in that case, but what I noticed with this bioceramic sealer is that once you take a 1 year post-op, you will notice that that bioceramic sealer has been completely absorbed by the body.